me you have not watched this almighty interview that is shaking the internet right now. God, Randy for Peters. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? I used to watch this guy's interview, but this one blew my mind totally. No wonder it is making such a wave. This guy finished Tinubu and what was that senior president? Akpabio. He finished them. This is the first time that I am seeing Seun of Channels TV shocked, like dumbfounded. Even Seun could not have anything to say again. Seun could not play the devil's advocate, what he is usually known for anymore. This interview, it is 10 minus nothing. Guys, you need to watch this guy. I've always known that he's very eloquent, but you see in this particular one, let me not talk, just watch this.
Tinubu and the APC have consolidated themselves.
Yes.
The same party you are saying is the cause has worked so hard
yes.
that it looks like there is an express way in winning the next election.
Yes. Do you know why? Because what we have is even political banditry. Unfortunately, Nigeria does not have a National Assembly.
No, we do. We have the Senate and the House of Reps.
Okay, in your opinion, what we have today is Tinubu's daycare. It is a daycare for Tinubu's children. And don't take my words for it. Take the words of the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio. He said he read the letter inviting them by the wife of the president. He said the first lady said we should come and have dinner with her. This is an invitation from a mother to her children. So are you aware that Akpabio is Madam Remi Tinubu's son? So if a mother, Remi Tinubu,
maybe you didn't mean it that way.
Okay, well, I want to know the explanation. So if the first lady, Madam Remi Tinubu, is their mother, who will be their father, President Tinubu? So what the National Assembly is there today to do is to ensure that they push the wheels and the privileges or whatever that are the opinions of the president, and not to become the hallmark of a democracy. And that is why during the Ramadan break, you could hear the Senate President telling the president that we are loyal to you. Mr. Seun, the National Assembly is the hallmark of a democracy. A person, an institution that should carry out oversight over other arms of government, see themselves as children of the head of the executive arm of government. So who is going to carry out oversight? Children oversighting their parents? So that is where Nigeria is today. Government in Nigeria has become outsourced. So in Nigeria today, the US is helping the Nigerian government to fight insecurity. France is helping Nigeria to collect taxes. Then President Tinubu, the commander-in-chief, is overseeing defections from the other parties to APC. Let me make it clear, as I have said on other forums, if there are free and fair elections in Nigeria today, before 1 p.m. on election day, the defeat of President Tinubu and his APC gang will be announced. Biologically, even the president is frail. The personal physical stamina that is needed to govern a country like Nigeria is absent in this government. Look at the outing in Turkey. Nigerian APC people are standing on a mandate that is collapsing. That is where Nigeria is today. President Tinubu should be fair to himself. You have lived to a good old age. What has God not given yourself and your family? A former governor, senator, your wife a senator. At what point do you say you should make sacrifice for the country to move forward? Where you allow young persons with the mental agility. Old age is not a curse, it's a blessing. Why the desperation? To hold on to power at all means. President Tinubu left. America came and dropped bombs in Nigeria in December 2025 on Christmas Day. 2 days after that, the president jetted out of the country to France. Spent a total in January of about 27 days. He came back on the 17th, then left to Turkey without addressing Nigerians about what exactly is happening between the US and Nigeria. Guess what? It was while the president was in France, Nigerians then heard that you gave the second highest national honors, GCON, to your personal friend, Mr. Gilbert Shogri, a convicted money launderer in the United States, who was also convicted for aiding a criminal organization. What a country. Is this a precedent? Is this what leadership is about?
But I mean, you seem to have a grouse to grind with the president.
Not the president, with the government. I don't know President Tinubu. I have no business with him. I have a problem with the office.
You don't like the APC.
I don't need to like the APC. The APC should love Nigeria to defend and protect.
And you don't think that the APC is doing the work for Nigeria?
You make your assessment. Are they truly representing the people, or they are there to represent themselves? Uncle Seun, did Godswill Akpabio contest the APC primary to be a senator, or he contested to be a presidential candidate in the APC? How did he end up in the National Assembly, let alone becoming the chairman of the National Assembly and the Senate president? So we need to interrogate how the people who got there found themselves there. And then we ask the question, is the Senate president representing a senatorial district, or he's representing Tinubu and subsection of the APC aspirations in that assembly? So as a people, when you talk about policies and whether in 2027, my principles and loyalty to country are constant. Uncle Seun, do you know that in Katsina State, according to Dr. Usman and the report, terrorist elements killed an ACP, Aminu Dai, one of a fine police officer who was taking the fight to these terrorists. They celebrated the killing and then they had their usual stakeholder summit that they wanted to have a peace deal with the government. And guess what? The terms and conditions of that meeting were set by the terrorist element. The leader, according to the report, is Jankari. They told them that law enforcement should ensure that the police and law enforcement who will come should come in mufti. And guess what? The terrorist leaders came in the uniform of the slain police officers. In Nigeria today of master strategies, terrorists hold meetings with government officials. And guess who sets the terms and conditions? The terrorists. May God forbid this as leadership. What Nigeria is today is the textbook definition. What Tinubu is providing for Nigeria is the textbook definition of how not to govern a country. President Tinubu and APC should know that power is transient. No matter how long you stay in power, if you don't leave power, power will leave you. You cannot be commander-in-chief forever. Through one way or the other, you will leave. Even the greatest of dictators have an end. Let Nigeria be. If you want to become Pharaoh, Pharaoh, let my people go. Nigerians must liberate themselves.
Do you know the sweetest thing about this interview, about what Randy was saying, is that he has facts. Everything he said from A to Z, he has facts to back it up. That was why Seun could not say anything. Seun was just doing, This is the first time I'm seeing Seun speechless. Before you don't talk one, Seun don't ask you. We all know Seun. He is fond of making his interviewers so uncomfortable. Like the way he will throw questions at you, the way he will set trap for you, and they usually fall, making the person to be talking rubbish. But Peter took him for neck. The guy came prepared. He is always prepared. He speaks so eloquent. Like, I mean, I wish we have this type of guy like too. This is the person that Very Dark Man was trying to yab last week. This is the person. I tell you guys that this Very Dark Man, that guy is up to something. I'm telling you people, this is the guy he was trying to yab during Justice Crack case. He's saying that all he knows is how to speak English. Very Dark Man, come and speak English now. He's saying that Randy Peters, all he knows is to speak English. Is it easy to speak English? How many cases have you handled? How bully can you speak? Can you grant interviews? Can Very Dark Man grant interviews? Look at this man. See how eloquent he speaks. Everything he says. Like, they can't even say they are coming to arrest this one or something, because everything he says is the truth. When he said the Senate is now kindergarten for Tinubu, daycare for Tinubu, Seun thought he would have him there. He tried to, I don't know if you know saw what happened there. He tried to like grab him to know if he will, but he just escaped and he just explained everything and saw for himself that actually what this guy is saying is the truth. And that is what politics is. It's not Abiale Kono, not coming to insult people. He did not insult. He just displayed fact. He did not point accusation. Everything he says, he has like, I love this guy so much. I love listening to him. Anytime you want to hear in-depth analysis of how Nigerian government operate, like if you want to see, just listen to Peters. And this is the kind of people that I want to be meeting Seun, because that guy done too much. He likes playing the devil's advocate. Some people say he's doing his job, but sometimes he does it too much. I don't want to compare him with Abati of Arise TV. No, he's far better off than that one. But Seun, I like to see you in this position where you will shut up for. I just love this video so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching up to this moment. If this is your first time of coming across my channel, please do well to subscribe, okay? I will see you in my next video. Bye.